Stan looked. He couldn't believe it. He knew that he could fool this dragon. He said, yes. And you'd better put the cow down and the sheep down, otherwise I will eat you. Oh. Quick as a wink or a blink of an eye, the cow and the sheep were off its back, and then Stan rubbed his hands together. Yes. And you'd better give me some gold and some silver and some diamonds. I haven't got any, but my mother has. If you come back with me, then I'll take you back to her house and you can get your gold and silver and diamonds. Stan didn't really want to go back to a dragon's house where there'd be two dragons, but he climbed on the dragon's back and they flew. And when they got to the dragon's house, he could see the dragon mother. She had fire coming out of her eyes. She had steam coming out of her ears. She had smoke coming out of her mouth, and she went, I do not like you. I don't think you are strong enough to eat us. I want you to show us how strong you are by throwing my son's hammer. A hammer? Thought Stan. I can throw a hammer. But they brought it out. It was made out of one tree. It was as wide as a man, as long as this room, with a hammer head the size of a piano. Stan couldn't even pick it up, never mind throw it. He went over to the hammer. He was just about to pretend to try and pick it up, for he knew he'd get eaten for sure, when an idea came inside of his head, and he went, oh, this small thing. My children play with little hammers like this. Little? Little? Do you think it's little? Stan looked and said, yes, I think your son should throw it first, because I don't think he's strong enough. The dragon boy went over, picked up the hammer and swung it once and twice and 3 times above his head, and he threw it as far as he could, and it went 3 miles past the house. Now Stan was frightened. The hammer was half in the ground and half out of the ground, and he went over towards it. He was just about to pretend to pick it up when another idea came inside of his head, and he said, oh, what a shame when I throw your hammer and it gets stuck in the moon. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Well, I'm so strong that when I throw your hammer, it's going to get stuck in the moon, and it'll be stuck there forever. Will it really? And Stan said, yes. The dragon looked. Please don't throw my hammer. My granddaddy made that hammer for me, and I don't want to lose it. Would it be all right if I was to throw it for you, and we won't tell my mother? And Stan looked and said, yes. The dragon boy picked up the hammer and he swung it once and twice and 3 times round his head, and he threw it, and it went 5 miles past the cottage. The dragon mother watched the hammer go through the air. She thought Stan had thrown it, and when he came back she was very frightened, and she went, no, don't do us any harm, please go to bed. Stan went up the stairs, but he didn't go to bed. There was a hole in the floor. There was a hole in the ceiling. And he listened to the dragon mother. She spoke to the boy. You stupid boy! You brought this man who walks on 2 legs, and he's going to eat us. I'm sorry, said the dragon boy. Well, what are you going to do? The dragon boy had an idea. I know what I'll do. I'll go upstairs and I'll hit him on the head with me hammer. I'll put him in a box, put the box on a boat, put the boat on the sea, and I'll blow. And I'll blow the boat halfway around the world that he can't come back. Stan had been listening at the hole in the floor. He crept down the stairs, got a stone as big as his head, a stone as big as his body, sticks for the arms and sticks for the legs, and dressed it up and put it in the bed. He hid under the bed and started to snore. The dragon boy climbed up the stairs, and he picked up his hammer and he whacked it down on top of the stone where Stan's head should have been. Stan, under the bed, went. The dragon boy was worried, but he picked up the sticks and stones that he thought was Stan, put them in a box, put the box on a boat, the boat on the sea, and he blew that boat halfway around the world, and the dragon boy went to his bed. Stan did come out from underneath the bed, lay down, and he did fall asleep. The next morning, when he woke up, he dressed himself, went down the stairs and opened up the door, and there stood the dragon boy. "Where did you come from?" "Where did you come from?" said the dragon mother. "Oh," said Stan, "in the middle of the night I felt a mouse run across my head." The dragon thought if one of his hammer blows felt like a mouse on top of Stan's head, then he must be strong. "And I woke up inside of a box, on top of a boat, on the top of the sea, on the other side of the world. So I jumped across Japan. I ran across Russia. I flew across France, gambled across Germany, so I could be back here." "Did you really?" And Stan said, "Yes." "Please go away." But Stan said, "No, I like it here. I'm going to bring all of my children." "Children? Children? How many children have you got?" "Just 106. 106 children? Go away!" The dragons got 3 buckets, one filled with gold, one filled with silver, and the last with diamonds, and they picked them up with Stan on their back, and they flew back to Stan's house. Tsk, tsk, tsk. But when they got there, all of the children had knives in their hands. They had forks in their hands, and they started to chant, "You've brought something for us to eat, dragon meat for us to eat. You've brought something for us to eat, dragon meat for us to eat. You brought something for us to eat, dragon meat for us to eat." And when the dragons heard this, they flew away from that place, and they never came back. And they told all of their dragon friends about Stan Bolovan, who was a man who was tall and strong, with 106 children, all as strong as he was. And I know what you think I'm going to say at the end of this story, but I'm not. Even with a bucket full of gold and silver and diamonds as big as this room, with 106 children, sometimes they shouted at each other, sometimes they were angry with each other. So they nearly lived happily ever after.